so the first challenge went from myself figuring it out to then now, okay, let me see how this goes telling one of my best friends. And that was really hard, in a sense of she was really nice and she was very understandable. She was, if so, the person who helped me into getting that second step of, okay, let's make it real. Like let's deal with that, like not put it aside and hide it from the people. But what it was hard, it was for me to tell her. So it was just kind of, I came to her, room, and I was just like, hey, I gotta tell you something. And then she was like, what is it? And I was just like I wanted to tell her, like, hey, I kissed a girl, or like, hey, I think I like this girl. I've been talking to this girl, but it would not come out of me. Like it was so hard, it would not come out of me. So I was just kind of going around and rounds, and it was just kind of like a 30-minute conversation where I was talking nonsense, but I was not really saying anything. So she was like, what's up? Like, tell me the truth. Like, did something happen with drugs? I'm like, no. She's like, did something happen with, are you pregnant? I'm like, no, no, no. She's like, okay, did you fail the year? I'm like, no. And she's like, okay, so like, what is it? And I'm like, okay, well, it's really hard to say it, but I hooked up with this girl. Boom. I like threw it like that. And as in that moment when I threw it like that to her, Monica, it was crazy how I felt, in a sense that it felt like I took so many rocks off my shoulder.
Sure,
Um,
sure. Yeah, because you were
yeah.
holding all that in. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think that a lot of that fear and how difficult it was, even to like a best friend. I mean, I
Hmm.
haven't even gotten into your parents and your family.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's like that pre-programming that we have, especially being Hispanic,
Yeah.
right? Catholics, that upbringing. This is something that's always been very frowned upon, right? With us growing up, at least I know for my generation, it was my father was a political prisoner from Cuba for 9 years, and you could not say the word homosexual in front of him. He was like not
Hmm.
having any of that,
Yeah.